Greetings, 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 good people. Thanks for clicking on the video. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back, Royal Family. All right, hot topics time. We got DJ Envy, we got Stevie Wonder, we got Jackie Christie from Basketball Wives, and Diddy is on the road to redemption. Okay, so we're gonna knock these hot topics out real quick. As you're coming in, please pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. It is greatly appreciated. All right. First up is going to be DJ Envy of the Breakfast Club. Okay. For those of you who are not aware, DJ Envy is one of the hosts of the Breakfast Club morning show, radio show on Power 105. Okay. So a couple of years back, like 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, 2 years back, he partnered up with this real estate mogul, quote unquote, in the state of New Jersey. Okay, what they do is their hustle is they buy houses. This is supposed to be legitimate, and they flip them, they renovate them, and put them back out onto the market. Right. So were tons of people who invested in this project that DJ Envy was a part of. Okay. Well, it all went south when people were claiming fraud. All right. So the feds have been involved, arrests have been made, indictments, so on, so forth. So DJ Envy is separating himself from this new NJ flip guy. Cesar Pina is his name. Well, things have been heating up. Okay. This went quiet for a while and it is heating back up. So let's take a look and a listen to what the good folks on the news station got to say about this. Like to hear it? Here you go.
Jersey, a federal grand jury has indicted the former business partner of radio host DJ Envy on multiple counts, including scheming to defraud investors, money laundering, and bribery. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace has covered the story extensively. She is live in Franklin Lakes, outside the home of Cesar Pina. Sarah?
Well, and Gilma, no sign of Cesar Pina here at his home in Franklin Lakes, and it's not clear when he will be arraigned. It is important to note that DJ Envy, whose real name is Rashawn Casey, has denied any involvement in any real estate scheme. I did reach his attorney today about the Pina indictment. His comment, no comment.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy, Flippin' NJ.
The feds say Cesar Pina, known as Flippin' NJ, who often appeared with DJ Envy on the syndicated show The Breakfast Club, used his social media presence to entice investors into giving him millions of dollars to buy into and flip distressed properties in New Jersey. We've reported on multiple people who say they were victims and filed civil lawsuits.
I lost $200,000.
I lost a total of $64,000.
$835,000.
I lost $1 million.
Pina was arrested in October of 2023 on one count of wire fraud. His wife, Jenny, later indicted on a charge of destroying evidence. She spoke to us when investor allegations started mounting.
Do you have anything to say to the alleged victims?
I say, just hold tight and we're going to come through.
Both pleaded not guilty, but now a sprawling new unsealed indictment accusing Pina of committing a multi-million-dollar scheme to defraud, laundering money, and bribing an unnamed politician in Paterson, New Jersey. Said acting U.S. Attorney Alina Habba, Cesar Pina is alleged to have misappropriated millions of dollars of people's hard-earned money, laundered money for narcotics traffickers, and bribed a politician in furtherance of real estate projects. This multi-year torrent of criminal activity hurt investors around the United States, facilitated the scourge of narcotics trafficking, and undermined confidence in our public officials. Reaction from alleged victims now beginning to come in.
We're very elated. We're happy. The major question we all have is, where is the money? Where is our money?
And still no answer to that question. We are told this is an active criminal investigation involving the FBI, the IRS, and the Drug Enforcement Administration. I did try to reach out to Cesar Pina's attorney, but did not hear back. Live from Franklin Lakes, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.
Thank you, Sister Sarah. We appreciate your news reporting. So basically, do you think DJ Envy dropped a dime on his partner? Because DJ Envy did address this years ago when this first hit the media. and he emphatically denied any involvement with what flippin' NJ was doing. So it seems as if DJ Envy, rightfully so, is trying to separate himself from this because he says that he had no idea that Cesar was ripping people off. Now, here's my thing. You are someone who has been in the industry for many years, DJ Envy that is, and you decide to associate yourself and put your face on somebody else's business or partner up with someone's business, and you have no clue as to what's going on. I don't know. It's possible, but we shall see. All right. Good. I wish him nothing but the best. Good luck, because you are definitely gonna need it. You think DJ Envy dropping a dime on his homeboy, on his friend? Because I don't believe that he didn't know anything. He probably didn't know everything, but he knew something. All right. Up next. This is crazy, crazy, crazy. For those of you who are still watching Basketball Wives LA, kudos to you. Okay. I bowed out a while ago. Okay. I couldn't keep up. I tried, but it was just too much. With the return of Evelyn, that irritated me. Shawnee irritates me. This story is very disheartening. So Jackie Christie and her daughter, Chantel, yes, Chantel is a part of the show. They get into an explosive physical altercation on Basketball Wives. Okay. And this is crazy. First of all, to see mother and daughter go at it is already intense. But to see mother and daughter get physical, I hope Jackie Christie knocked every one of her teeth in the front loose. Okay, because this is just straight up disrespectful. Now, I have been reading in the media on Instagram and on Twitter that Chantel is very disrespectful and she's rude and it's just creating a whole bunch of drama. Fun fact. This season of Basketball Wives will not have a reunion. Good. They don't need one. For copyright purposes, I'm not going to be able to show the clip, but I will read the article so you don't have to. So Jackie Christie, according to the Jasmine brand, and her daughter Chantel Christie's tumultuous relationship turns physical on the next episode of Basketball Wives. In a new trailer, Jackie and Chantel, who is a full-on cast member for the first time this season, nearly come to blows during a heated exchange. They first aired out their issues during a sit-down where Jackie told Chantel, "You can't bully anymore. Calm down." And Chantel responds, "I don't have to do ish." This is how she's talking to her mama, okay? Later on, they would have had to cut the cameras. Seriously. Later on, the two continue their conversation, and Chantel is seen pushing her mother. Jackie told her, "Chantel, I will knock you I will knock you out." She's then heard seemingly telling security to let me go. Nah, security, don't let her go. I did see the clip, and you can see it on social media if you haven't seen it already. And it looks like Jackie was like kind of walking past, and Chantel pushes her into the wall. Like, not hard, but doesn't matter if she shouldn't have poked her. I think this being aired on television is absolutely disgusting. But it is totally on brand because, Shawnee is the executive producer. So it's totally on brand for Shawnee's type of mess. I think security should not have let anybody go. And we should have seen Jackie Christie fold her daughter up like a lawn chair. Because this type of disrespect is unfreaking acceptable. At the end of the day, that's your mama. Whatever issues it is that you have with her, you sort that out in a respectful manner. Same thing goes for Jackie Christie. I'm not familiar with the back and forth with them because I'm not watching this season and I don't plan to. This is just disgusting. And I'm ready for this show to come to an end. I know some people are boycotting the show, but like I said, we should have seen Jackie fold this little girl up like a pretzel. Okay, I said lawn chair already. I was trying to figure out something else to say. Yeah, this is unacceptable. I don't condone none of this. A lot of the ratchet foolishness that goes on, the underhanded, sneaky, disgusting stuff that goes on some of these shows is just too much. Okay, she should have actually opened hand and slapped her. And it's interesting because Jackie Christie has a, I don't know where the relationship is now, but a not so great relationship with her other daughter. Remember when we were all watching Basketball Wives and it took us several seasons to come to the realization that Jackie had another child, and the daughter was basically talking about, I think the daughter wrote a book. Remember when Evelyn had the manuscript and she was showing everybody seasons ago? A mess. And the daughter, Jackie Christie's other daughter, was talking about how Jackie Christie didn't treat her right. And she talked about how she was fat, and because she was a deeper complexion, she was a colorist. She called Jackie colorist. Jackie should have been boycotted then, but whatever. I understand people forgive and forget who they choose to forgive, right? And show mercy to. But anyway, nonetheless, I think it's time for this show to be off the air. Chantel is totally out of line. I don't care. That's your mother. At the end of the day, your mother didn't put her hands on you, so you weren't defending yourself. You were trying to make a moment for television, and you embarrassed yourself. I'm curious to know what Doug is going to have to say to Chantel regarding this. I don't know. It's just quite disgusting. It's supposed to be on the next episode. When did this article come out? This came out today. So when's the next? I don't even know when Basketball Wives airs. But honey, let me tell you something. They would have had to, the cameras would have cut off. Okay? Totally, because show would have wrapped for the season. Because nobody would have been able to continue to film. No one would have been able to continue to film. She's disgusting and disrespectful. All right, moving along. Y'all. So Stevie Wonder, okay, has been in the news recently. Why? Stevie Wonder was at an award show, and he was it an award show or was it like a event? Whatever. And he addressed the rumors that he can actually see and he is not blind. Now, I know plenty of people have made jokes. There's been lots and lots of people who said that they believe that Stevie Wonder can see. I remember reporting on this years ago where Shaquille O'Neal, I think he said he was coming off of the elevator and Stevie Wonder looked and said, "Hey, Shaq." Who said they saw him driving a car? I can't remember who it was that said they saw him driving a car. You know, there have been multiple jokes. Stevie himself has made numerous jokes about him being able to see. When he recently presented Jamie Foxx with the whatever Lifetime Award or whatever at the BET Awards, he was acting as if he was reading the teleprompter, but due to bad production, we could actually hear someone off stage feeding him the lines and actually saying it. So he had an earpiece in, whatever. So Stevie has made jokes, and a lot of people on social media don't seem to find this funny. I find it hilarious, especially when Stevie himself makes jokes. And Stevie Wonder basically said that he lost his vision shortly after he was born, and he is blind. And he says, you know, that there have been rumors about me seeing and all that, but seriously, you know the truth. He says, truth is, shortly after my birth, I became blind. Now, that was a blessing because it's allowed me to see the world in the vision of truth, of sight. So he said that once he became, when he was blind, his mother, he remembers overhearing his mother cry every single night. And she was sad, and he just told her, like, listen, you know, basically you can't be crying every night. All this crying is giving me a headache. So he said that it was very hard for his mother to accept the fact that, you know, her son, her young son, he didn't specify what age, but her young son was blind. So here's the thing. The jokes are funny. Okay. The jokes are funny. All right. And I don't think it's mean-spirited. To me, Stevie Wonder seems to have a sense of humor. And again, he makes light of the fact that he is visually impaired too. Is blind even acceptable? Can we say blind anymore? Anywho, so some people say that he's not really blind. He says that he is. So he became blind shortly after his birth, he said. Anyway, like I said, some of the jokes are funny. The Breakfast Club, they were talking about this story earlier, and Charlemagne mentioned that Stevie Wonder is always with a good-looking woman. Y'all know how many kids Stevie got? He could see something. Stevie got a lot of kids. So, you know, Charlemagne kind of like, you know, joked that Stevie Wonder, for someone to be visually impaired or blind, let me stop trying to be politically correct. The man is blind. Okay. Charlemagne says that he always has like a good looking woman on his arm. So yeah, I mean, do you guys think that he's lying about being blind? I don't know. Do you think so? Or do you think maybe he could see a little bit? I don't know. It's all good. We love Stevie Wonder, and I'm glad that he is still here and we're still able to give him his flowers while he can smell them. All right, y'all. This is the main event. Okay, TMZ and many other outlets, but TMZ, I saw it first on TMZ, is reporting that Diddy starts domestic violence and drug programs in prison. So Diddy is on the road to redemption. Now, I can't wait to hear what other people have to say, like on Twitter. I haven't gone through the comments on Instagram because I want to see if people really believe in redemption and people trying to do the right thing. But again, I said this before and I'll say it again. People show grace to who they like. That's interesting. Anyway, let's get into this article. Diddy is already attempting to rehabilitate himself. He's enrolling in self-improvement programs while in federal lockup to address his drug use and violence against women. Sources close to the situation tell TMZ Diddy is in the STOP program, a course the feds offer inmates focused on preventing sexual assault, domestic, and dating violence. Harvey and them also said that they were told that he is undergoing therapy and is in the Dr. Harry K. Wexler drug abuse program. I'm going to tell you, I hate that they always show this video and this image. See, they don't give a darn about Cassie and her well-being. They take these media outlets, take every opportunity to show this video. We've seen it already. Enough is enough. Anyway, so TMZ sources say that Diddy is using the program to work hard on bettering himself. And one source called it his path towards redemption. Okay. Of course, cynics might say there's a different motivation. Diddy's federal trial featured lots of testimony about domestic abuse against Cassie and Jane Doe, as well as his rampant use of drugs like Molly. So why wasn't he charged with what happened to the guns and the drugs that they found in his house in Miami? He wasn't charged with none of that. Anyway, it's not uncommon for convicted individuals to enter various programs to show the judge they're serious about rehabilitation ahead of sentencing. As TMZ has reported, Diddy's sentencing will go down on October 3rd. TMZ also says that they were told that he actually started the drug treatment before his arrest last year, and he's continued while behind bars. Diddy dealt federal prosecutors a major loss when he was found not guilty on racketeering and sex trafficking charges, but the jury nailed him on the two lesser charges of prostitution. Prosecutors have recommended a 4-year sentence, but it will be up to the judge. Okay? So yeah, people feel like Diddy's doing this to try to get out of jail. Here's my thing. What is the purpose of having these rehabilitation programs if not to give people the opportunity to redeem themselves, right their wrongs, clean themselves up? Now, I don't want to get it twisted. I'm not a Diddy supporter or fan or a Diddy apologist. I'm just saying it's very interesting to watch people pick and choose, who they root for. It's so funny to me. It's just so human of people. I don't hold it against anyone. It's so human of people to decide when they're going to show grace, as if they have that power. I can show grace to this person, but not this person. To me, it's comical. Anyway, listen, if he decides that he wants to actually change, I believe that people can change. And I do believe that people can turn their lives around if they truly want to. Okay. I'm curious to see how much time he's going to get sentenced. Number one, I think we all are. And secondly, I'm curious to see who he will, if at all, who he will sit down and interview with as part of his redemption campaign, who he will sit down with and interview with. I don't know. I was sitting here thinking, like, who could Diddy sit down and interview with? Oprah would be great, but Oprah know the people we ain't feeling you, Oprah. Barbara Walters ain't here no more. Diane Sawyer, who do you think Diddy will sit down with? And I know some people are like, we don't care. He need to be locked up forever. But I'm pretty sure that if once Diddy gets out of jail, and sits down for his first interview, the ratings are going to be through the roof. I'm certain of that. So it is what it is. I don't know. I'll see where this goes. I don't have any expectations. I don't want to say I don't care, but I don't care. Diddy can do whatever it is that he wants. It's his choice. We all have free will. But if he definitely is seeking help and taking it seriously, then good for him. Good for him. He should. Unless he wants to continue to live this destructive lifestyle, he's seen what it's gotten him thus far. And if he wants to continue to head down the path of destruction, that's his choice too. But I'm not against him going to rehab and taking whatever classes he needs to take. I mean, he should. If the help is offered to him and available to him, why not? I know some people don't agree. Some people are not going to agree. Some people feel that this is all a publicity stunt. We don't know. You know, he may truly want to get help. But you guys drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Share your thoughts, okay? You still have time to pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. I greatly appreciate it. All right, y'all, that's all I got. I'm signing off. Thank you for watching. And until next time, I will talk to you later.